Hi there. So we are busy reading Proverbs 19 from the Passion Translation, and we're starting off with a very well-known scripture. It's in verse 21. So chapter 19:21. It says here, "A person may have many ideas concerning God's plan for his life, but only the designs of his purpose will succeed in the end." Now, this is very important. So, what would that mean? Let's go to the Amplified as well. We are in verse 21. "Many plans are in the man's mind, but it is the Lord's purpose for him that will stand and that will be carried out." So what would that mean? God has a very specific plan for your life. God is created you with a very specific design, with a very specific part in his big kingdom plan. Firstly, God's plan was for us to be his children, to have relationship with him, to have communion with him and fellowship with him, have day-to-day conversations with him. So that is first of all God's plan for your life, was to be in relationship with him. Now, out of that plan, yes, there can be a bigger purpose. There can be a kingdom purpose as well. So if you want to find your destiny in life, you will first have to be in relationship with God so that you can hear his heart. And when you start, they actually say it's like when you not just dream your own dreams anymore, but when you dream God's dreams for a country or for a place or for a specific situation, or whatever area it is that God has gifted you in, whatever it can be, the government, it can be in health, it can be, and whichever area of your life that you are gifted and talented in, and the natural gifts that God has placed in your life, that is the area where you can ask him, Lord, what is your kingdom purpose for me in this area? Whether it's working with people, whether it is doing something specific for him. I'm thinking now even of examples of people in the Bible who were craftsmen and who were artists and musicians, and how they would serve in the temple, and how that was part of God's kingdom plan for their lives. So there's a kingdom plan for your life which only comes through relationship with him. After all, so if you want to find God's plan for your life, you have to find his kingdom basically in a situation and say, Lord, line up my steps that I take, line up what I do and say and the decisions that I make, line it up with your kingdom plan for a specific area or business, or even country for that matter, so that I can have your heart for the country, so that your kingdom purpose and the destiny that you have for me can then line up, and then that my destiny can come true as well. So I'm going to read that again, and then just with that background so we can understand. It says, "A person may have many ideas concerning God's plan for his life, but only the designs of his purpose, so the designs of God's purposes, which is part of the bigger kingdom plan, will then succeed in the end. A man is charming when he displays tender mercies to others, and a lover of God who is poor and promises nothing is better than a rich liar who never keeps his promises." So when you have a life of abandoned love, surrendered before the awe of God, here is what you will experience. Firstly, abundant life, continual protection, and complete satisfaction. So these are three wonderful promises from God. I'm going to read that in the Amplified. It says, the fear of the Lord. Remember, we've spoken before about the fear of the Lord. It's not a fear as in scared, but it's a fear as in an awe and knowing how big God really is. So having an awe for God, knowing how big He is, that you will place Him first in your life above everything. That if this is not part of the way God will do something in your life, then this will not be a part of your life. So that is where we begin. Wisdom begins with a fear of the Lord. So the fear of the Lord leads to life. This awe for God leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied, that they will be untouched by evil. And it says abundant life and continual protection and complete satisfaction. That you will be, even at the end of your days, when you're at the end of your life, that you will have satisfaction to know that you walked at the best that you can, according to God's plans for your life. So you can be satisfied with the life that you have lived. It says there are some people who pretend that they are hurt. Deadbeats who won't even work to feed themselves. If you punish the insolent who don't know any better, they will learn not to mock. But if you correct a wise man, he will grow even wiser. Children who mistreat their parents are an embarrassment to their family and even a public disgrace. So listen, my child, don't reject correction, or you will certainly wander from the ways of truth. A corrupt witness makes a mockery of justice, for the wicked never play by the rules. Judgment is waiting for those who mock the truth, and foolish living invites a beating. So foolish living can invite a punishment into your life as well, which is not what you want. I just want to go back here. We have 3 more minutes for this. This is an interesting scripture in 24. It says, I've read it here, there are some people who pretend that they are hurt, deadbeats who won't even work to feed themselves. Verse 24, a lazy man buries his hand in the food dish, but will not even bring it to his mouth again. So basically also speaking about laziness here, leading to poverty, leading to hunger. And I just found the word pretend that they are hurt interesting here. I think that could probably mean somebody who is not willing to get over a hurt, or willing to get over an offense, or willing to step out of his circumstances when they actually can, or if somebody is trying to help them, to empower them and pull them up, and they are not willing to take that, that could also then lead to poverty. It says they're deadbeats who won't even work to feed themselves. So if God does open an opportunity for you, or somebody does have a job for you or a work for you, take that and be willing to work yourself up back into a better place, and work hard. And there's nothing wrong with hard work. That is what we've seen now over and over in Proverbs as well. Take the opportunities, take what it is that God has for you, and also what He would offer you through other people as well. Don't hold on to a hurt. Don't hold on to something that might have been an offense from the past, or something that might have crippled you in the past. It's there is a place of healing, there's a place of forgiveness, and you are able to step out of that. Okay, so that is the end of chapter 19. Bless you.